Okay, so why don't we get warmed up, just you and I. Take your feet about hip width apart. You know the rules. We start nice and small. It's very easy, and then we build up the movements as we go along. So, first of all, make sure you're nice and balanced. I'm just going to ask you to take a little turn of the head. You can look to the left and back to the center and look to the right. Keep the movements nice and smooth. A couple more times. Keep your breathing relaxed. Keep the shoulders down. Fabulous. What about if we give it a little roll from one side to the other? And don't take it back. Come back the other way. I don't want you to go into this kind of position going too far back. That cannot be good for the neck at the back. So just side to side. Beautiful. Let's work our way down the body. Should we do a little shoulder roll? Let's take them forwards, up and forwards. Just working within a comfortable range of motion to get started. Let's dust away the cobwebs. Beautiful. What we're trying to do here, let's take it back the other way, is to get the synovial fluid pumping into the joints. And start to act as lubricant, reduces the friction, reduces the risk of injury. Fabulous. Let's take it down to the wrists. Little circles. First one way, and then the other. Excellent. Let's take it down to the hips. The knees are slightly soft. Should we circle one way? Keep it within a comfortable range. And remember all the time here, this movement's beginning to get our core body temperature up as well, but we'll build on that. Let's go back the other way. For now, let's just start to get the joints moving. If you've been sitting down for a while before doing this, it's important to get yourself mobilized. That's the word we use. We're going to go down into demi-pliés. That's a short squat for me. We're going to take a little squat down. Keep the heels down, sit the backside down behind. Make sure your abdominals are pulled in tight. Yeah, that's going to be important later in the workout. So let's think about your posture right now. Long spine, shoulders are back and down. We're beginning to get into the leg muscles here, front and back of the thigh, also into the glutes. And on top of that, we're getting that movement through the knee joint, through the ankle joint, through the hip joint as well. Fabulous. I'm going to change that now onto the feet. Let's roll forwards onto the ball of the foot, and then let's pull back. Okay, be aware of your balance on this one. Just a little tip for your balance. It's all about what happens in the center. Keep your abdominals pulled in tight. And you'll see that rocking motion there gets us on and off the ball of the foot, working through the ankle. Fabulous. And since we've got the feet moving, let's keep them moving. So we'll begin to take the pace up slightly now. What I'm going to ask you to do now is a little chest press. Bringing the hands up, let's just press forwards and back and forwards. Beautiful. Little press. Keep it moving. Good. Can we change that? Let's bicep curl. Keep the feet moving. And we're starting to pick up the pace a little bit now. Yeah? Good. Lift it up. Keep the feet moving. Keep with those bicep curls. Excellent. I'm going to change it and take a little knee lift now. Lift, lift, lift. Beautiful. Working through the hip flexors. Just the job. Lift it up. Excellent. I'm going to add to that just a little bit of rotation through the lower spine. Let's get the lower spine working there as well. Good. Picking up the pace. Should feel like your heart rate is beginning to move up just a little bit now. Excellent. I'm going to take it back down to my march. And I'm going to get a little lift in front. You can just alternate legs. Just a little lift. Try not to swing, but feel as though you're lifting it. So I'll take a little sink first. Through a longer lever now. Good. Lift it up. I'm going to change it. We're going to go side to side. Lift it out. Working through that range of motion. Getting a little bit of movement through the adductors, the inner thigh. Good. But also working those muscles on the outside now. Getting them warmed up. Going to change that. Rear leg behind. Now for this, I'm going to ask you to take a slight lean forwards, but your abs stay in tight. Again, this is something you'll need to be aware of later. When we take that slight lean, keep the abs pulled in tight. Working into the glutes here. And bring it back around, and why not give me a little jog? Let's take it up a little further now. And press. We're now pressing overhead. That'll start to get the heart rate going up. Something called the Valsalva effect. Try and remember that. Press it up. Actually, you don't need to remember that. I'll never say it again. We're going to change it. We're breaststroking. This is triathlon training, swimming and running. If only I had a bike. Keep going and press. Good. Working through the range of motion. But as you can see, the pace is picking up a little bit. This is what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, lift. 2, 3, up. Lift the knees. Now let's get a little bit of jump. Up, lift, lift. Beautiful. Up, lift. Now a little bit of work for the inner thighs this time. We're going to cross over. See, I'm still jogging, but I'm getting that little crossover, bringing some work onto the inner thighs. Getting my pulse rate up a little bit as I'm doing it. Keep them moving. Then I'm going to change it. Heels, up they come to the back side. Getting into those hamstrings, making sure the lower body's ready. Bring it back around. And I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a little bit warmer. We've got the heart rate up, we've got the blood flowing, we've got some synovial fluid in the joints, unless I'm much mistaken. We're ready to work out.